I hate soccer.
And when did it all change in terms of the system that we have right now and what the end result is? Because in my day, we didn't think about college. We didn't even think about the national team because we didn't think that could exist.
Right.
Because we were really struggling to make ODP, right?
Yeah.
Or the state team, and then just something changed. And I've said it a few times already this weekend that I think it was when coaches became full-time at the youth level, and they realized that this could be a career.
So, so I don't know if that's the point, or that's the point that it changed, but I would push back in that I don't. If it's detrimental maybe in the way that you're thinking, but I don't think that it was a detrimental and problematic to have coaches actually look at it as like, I can make a living out of doing this.
Right.
I think we oftentimes, I was just talking to someone earlier, I've met so many coaches here, and whether it's coaches or administrators, people that are involved in leadership positions, we vilify a lot of these men and women for daring to make a living in this sport. I celebrate the fact that they make a living. I celebrate the fact that they are putting out a product that people want and people will pay for. Absolutely. We never do that when it comes to piano teachers or dance instructors or other stuff, except there seems to be this notion that American youth soccer has to be this benevolent charity and this altruistic approach. And I'm not saying people aren't doing it for the good reasons and from the heart, but it's a business, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud that this country, which does promote capitalism, and that has infiltrated into soccer, enables now multiple generations to make a living. And so blaming them for what we are as a soccer-playing nation, I think it misses the mark. I think it's wrong, and I think it's ultimately unfair. I'm not saying that we're perfect, but I would rather have this than maybe some of the other alternatives.
Than what it used to be.
Yes, absolutely.
Dad,
and that's why.
No offense to Dad's coaching, but Dad's as well.
Exactly. But that's good that you point that out, because we kick ourselves for what we haven't done or what we aren't.
Right.
And sometimes we also have to pat ourselves on the back with how far we have really come in a relatively short period of time, both on and on the field. Yeah.
Right. And I feel like one of the reasons that we will always be behind, air quotes, is that we're still full of first-generation soccer players. Whereas Messi, his father played, his grandfather played, and now his son is playing. So that's a fourth-generation soccer player. A lot of Michigan's older, is an older soccer community, and some others, but for the most part, I'm in Buffalo, New York right now.
Okay.
And almost all of our players, first-generation soccer players, and our best players that we work with are usually the second generation.
Yeah.
And so we'll always be a little bit behind because of that. And I think that's the sole reason why the women have caught us a little bit, is because it's in their culture. And they're second and third generation soccer players already, even though that they only really started focusing on the women's game recently.
So when I grew up, my mom was a writer, poet, and my dad was a professor.
Okay.
Actually just around the corner here at Wayne State University. And when I started playing youth soccer, like all the kids do, orange peels and juice boxes at halftime and mom, dad coaching and all that kind of stuff, they found out that my dad's Greek. And immediately, he's got to coach soccer. Why? Not because he knows a damn thing about soccer. As a matter of fact, he didn't know anything about soccer.
Right.
But he was Greek. And so he was the best thing. Now, that has changed a little bit, but it's still, relative to the rest of the world, still behind where you have multi-generational soccer, not just fans, but soccer players, and everybody kind of does that. We are starting to see some families where mom and dad played soccer. It was always, it was on their palette of sports.
Yeah.
They might have even played at a high level, may have played at college and stuff like that. And so there's these soccer families that exist out there, but they're few and far between. But there's more of them certainly than when I was growing up.
Right.
I hate soccer.